Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Dwarf Fortress. I am Vector, and this is Frosted Mayhem Gaming, and today we have quite the unique and exciting news for non-modded Dwarf Fortress. So as you can see here, pulled up on the screen, we have a baby dragon. So here's the mother, here is the father down here. And as you can see in this nest box here is a stray baby dragon hatchling, trained. Now what this means is that I have gotten 2 randomized spawns of a Mega Beast dragon, 1 male and 1 female, as I have no mods attached to the game. This was completely randomized. I managed to cage trap both of them. And once I cage trapped them, I managed to train both of them. And they made a breeding pair and have officially produced a trained offspring. Meaning with no mods in Steam release, you can produce trained dragons.
It's not just rocks anymore.
It's not just rocks anymore. And there you can see there's the announcement. As soon as I received the announcement, I paused everything. And
we are collectively losing our minds over this now.
Collectively losing our minds, because we did not think this was actually possible. We just didn't know, you know. There's no information yet. In fact, we might be the first channel to get dragons to spawn both a male and a female, and
actually train both of them and breed them.
Yeah. So, we do actually have a dragon.
You should zoom in on it with the zoomy tool.
So, as you can see, it's...
Yeah, there she is.
Right there.
There's mom, there's baby. It kind of looks like a chameleon.
It kind of does, but there it is. There is a baby dragon, and there are 2 more eggs.
Oh, no.
I officially have dragons. And so this fortress was supposed to be a Titan slaying fortress originally. My idea was to have us be able to slay Titans and sell the parts. And
it's trained. They can wander the fortress.
No. Anytime I've let any of these dragons wander the fortress, they burn people.
We'll see what level of training it's at. It was plus signs?
Yeah. Wow. Oh, there it goes. It's a leaving. So we have a confirmed ability to reproduce dragons. He is clumsy apparently, but he is a full-on dragon.
Skillfully trained. So it would be best to train up your parent dragons a little bit more.
Okay.
But that is as low in the training scale as he will go. Wait, that's the mom.
That's the father.
Okay.
This is the baby.
Yeah.
The father is the one that has the lesser training.
Yeah. Well, it's still well trained.
Yeah, it's still well trained.
What is mom at?
Pluses.
So it probably has to do with the higher.
She felt adoration towards giving birth to a boy.
Is it a boy or a girl?
Apparently it's a boy.
Yeah, it's a boy.
He has a great deal of social relationships, a great affinity for language, a lot of willpower, a very good sense of position of his own body, a very good sense of empathy, and good intuition. But he has an iffy memory.
Okay, well, he's freaking 20 minutes old. So, also, he's a citizen.
That's the dwarven. That's the dwarves. The people that we're a part of is the Barracks of Flying. That's our
Yes,
civilization.
but he's a citizen.
Yes.
See if any of your pigs or turkeys are considered citizens.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So he is indeed a citizen of the Barracks of Flying, which I will also note this. I will have a quick note here, is that I did not actively name the civilization for this fortress. I forgot to. I forgot to name the civilization. I
Completely forgot.
Forgot to name the fortress itself. So, by complete chance, we got the Barracks of Flying, and now we have dragons.
Barricade of
the
Flying.
Barricade of Flying, and now we have dragons.
And Ford glazed, which glazing is something that you do with fire.
So, the pure randomness and chance of the entirety of this thing is...
I'm gonna contact the Discord real quick.
Yeah.
Because the Dwarf Fortress Discord is going to go nuts over this.
We very well might be the first channel with non-modded dragons to actually post. Now, there might be people out there with dragons, but I couldn't pull up any information. When I got both of the dragons, I went to see if you could breed them, and there was no information on whether or not you could actually breed dragons. So it's very interesting to think that it's actually just possible. It's cool to know that it is possible. Oh, and by the way, another coincidence. The person, Swaggart, named after my father and member of the Frosted Flame gaming team, the Dragon Tamer, who is the person who trained all of these dragons, just created a large hatch cover and claimed it as a family heirloom.
That's gonna be one complicated artifact. I was hoping he was gonna make it out of the brass, though.
So I'm gonna go look at this object real quick because let's see. This is a large hatch cover. All craft dwarfship is of the highest quality. It is worth 15,000 credits. It is encrusted with briolite cut turquoise and oval cut pyrite, and encrusted with bands of larch, brass, and pigtail. This object menaces with spikes of microcline, cave spider silk, and black zircons. On the item is a image of Kubok Speardweller, the dwarf and dwarves in larch. Kubok Speardweller, the dwarf and dwarves in larch. The dwarf is surrounded by the dwarves. The artwork relates to the ascension of Kubok to the position of Baroness of the Barricade and Flying in the year 2. Just 2.
Just 2.
Just 2. So, the moment that we have a baby dragon, that guy goes and makes a...
Okay, I think you have holes in your dragon pen.
They are covered.
Even the one with leaves?
Yeah, they got leaves in them, and then I covered them up. But all of these have floor.
Okay.
I've double-checked it. So I am going to go in, and I'm going to see if I can just put the hatch on the ground in here. Because, well, he made a hatch. I guess I can't put it down. But yeah, there is a dragon. He has actually gone down in training.
He should.
So that is strange. However, as you can see right here, we do have a dragon tamer. And
it's possible he will never become semi-wild.
Very possibly. But we do have a dragon tamer. He is proficient in animal and adequate in animal caretaking. Well, he managed to tame a dragon. There's not a lot I can say about that. He managed to tame a dragon. As you can see, he has a burial chamber, a meager dining room, meager quarters, and decent quarters. He actually has 2.
Why does he have 2?
Because he won't give up the other one. So as you can see, he has the dining hall and quarters right here next to the dragon pen. And as you can see also, there are quite a few cave traps if these things ever go wild again between these dragons and my fortress. And just in case they ever went wild again. But it is confirmed in the Steam release of DwarfFortress, you can indeed successfully breed tamed dragons. Which means a dragon fortress, a war dragon fortress, is possible.
I don't know if they can be war trained, but you can send them out there.
I could have trained them for war, actually.
They are war trainable?
Yeah. When I first got the 2 dragons, I was able to war train them. I don't know if I can do it now. I don't know, but
what is that? What is that whistle thing?
It's setting a trainer.
Mm.
Let's see. Can I train them? Alright, so there is the early spring save, so we do have saved dragons now. I started the stream and forgot to actually save.
We were collectively losing our minds.
Yes. Correct. So yeah, I guess I really need to take this fortress seriously. Because we have dragons. I don't know what I'm going to do with that. Well, yes, but we need to get a lot of things going.
How's your military doing?
The non-existent.
Okay, you need military.
My people have been too pissed off for me to even think about
actually
giving them military.
Giving them a military might actually make them happy.
I don't want to. I want to choose an animal to be trained.
Oh. Sorry, I'm stretching.
Okay, so it has a trainer. So eventually Swagger should pop over and train them.
Currently, he's hauling prickleberries.
He shouldn't be.
Currently, he's sleeping.
He is set to just do the dragon taming. This is all that he is set to. I might open some more people up to training now that I have dragons. We might need some more trainers. So I might open these few up here into into possibility of being trainers.
Keep your trader from doing that because you need your traders.
My trader is not my broker. It's not the same person.
Okay.
That guy's just title is trader, but he's not my broker. My broker is someone else. And it actually has the title of broker if you go into here and see Domas here. He is currently the trader. Alright, so yeah, dragons. Cool. Military, I guess. It's now time to start producing a military. Because I really wasn't focused on military. I wasn't thinking about it.
The skulking filth. Do you want to leave this here until tomorrow?
Yeah, we might go ahead and leave this. I do have a lot of stuff to do tomorrow, so I really was not planning on doing this. I just wanted to run the fortress for a couple minutes and see if this could happen.
Which it can, and it is documented originally by us.
Yes. So 1 year old and healthy. It is right there. They start off with talented observer, fighter, archer, biter, and striker.
Eventually, many people can have pet dragons.
Yes.
Only the really happy people know.
And it is listed as mother and father right here, so.
I guess you wouldn't be able to choose who. Kara and Kima.
Yeah, so this is a perfectly unmodded, natural dragon fort.
Yeah, the only 2 mods I even have installed on the computer, and they're not active because I can't figure out how to activate them, are underground farm plots, take all crops all seasons, and make the smoothing floor designation less.
Right, so as you can see, it's just ability to, we have the ability to make dragons.
It's a thing.
It is a thing. It is possible to make dragons. All right. That is excessively neat. All right, we will
let's timestamp this. It is 10:35 p.m. on October 20th, 2023.
Yep. So this will be at 10 o'clock at night. We have official unmodded dragons. That is.
By the way, the friggin' Twitch never did record.
Oh. Oh, okay. Yeah, this is.
As long as YouTube recorded, it should be fine.
Yeah, YouTube is the official saving platform. I did mess up, and apparently Twitch is not able to see.
You gotta switch it back.
Yeah.
It's fine. We'll fix it tomorrow. He'll probably be on sometime tomorrow.
Yeah, I got some work to do, but other than that, I will be on tomorrow with more information, but I just wanted to go ahead and post a stream showing that there is indeed the possibility for
and
dragons.
We're gonna try to talk to a YouTuber named Blind IRL, and because he was the big person giving news on the Steam release, and I'd love to get to talk to him about it and see if we can get this as a official announcement that hey, this is possible.
Right, because this is cool. This opens up a whole list of options, a whole new, way of playing your fortress. Now that we know that this is actually possible, you can have a fortress for dragons. And I was able to, like I said, these spawned naturally. They tried to attack the fortress, and then when you come into our hallways here, as you can see, there are many cage traps. They just got caught in a cage trap, got moved up to this little animal training area, and from there got moved to the pasture. So we do indeed have naturally spawned dragons. All you need is a couple of doors and some cage traps, and you can get dragons in your fortress. We will be...
Even if we're entirely wrong, and everybody's been doing it, and we found no information about it.
The thing is that I looked it up. I tried to find it. I tried to YouTube it. Googled it. Tried to see if you could, find any information on if it was even possible. And I couldn't find any info. All of the posts were from 2017 and old posts for DwarfFortress before the Steam release. Nothing has been posted about whether or not it is possible in current Steam release. And I mean, maybe I missed something, but not that I saw. I mean, again, I looked for it. I looked specifically for it when I caught the male dragon. Because I immediately thought maybe I can breed them. And so I think it might be one of the very firsts. So we will be back on tomorrow. If anyone knows how to get in contact with the channel she was talking about.
I left a comment.
Yeah, if anyone sees this and wants to leave a comment, we'll, flood the channel, flood his channel with comments so we can actually get in contact with him. And we will be trying to actually make this an official announcement of ability to make dragons. You can have dragons in your fort. So thank you all for coming. If anyone sees this later on,
Blind has responded. What? How?
Wait, he already responded?
He already responded 2 minutes ago.
Okay, well, just tell him to come on to the YouTube video. The stream's still live. We will go ahead and do this now. Or tell him to come on to the Twitch stream. The Twitch is a little bit easier to control. Why am I not seeing gameplay?
Okay, it's not in scene.
Okay, what's it under?
I gotta go
Cancel.
and then this, and then tell it wherever DwarfFortress is.
There it is. Yeah, tell him to come to one of those areas, and we'll just do this now. Because this is official, possibly first check of actual dragons. And based off the fact that he said how, possibly means that this actually is unknown.
It's also possible my internet went down. I won't be able to talk to him anymore. YouTube, come on, stop freaking out.
Well, then turn on your personal data instead of using the internet. Or turn on the internet instead of using your personal data, whichever you're on.
I don't know. Can you please not nudge me right now, child?
I don't want to sell my armor bends.
God darn it!
What?
Freaking YouTube took my comment off.
Why?
Because apparently it contained advertisement.
Well, then make another comment without advertisement.
I just hit the comment. I just made another comment.
What'd you say?
YouTube took the comment down for the dragon breeding thing. Now, not really sure how to get in contact. Because you can't private message on YouTube. I might be able to get him on a different platform.
Yeah, we're gonna have to. Is this a live stream? No.
No, it's just a video. It's his most recent video. By the way, if anybody watches this, you should definitely go to Blind's channel. He's got great stuff on this game. I don't think you can do email. I don't think you can do links. You might be able to send a link to the YouTube video.
Okay.
Now we wait.
Yeah, we put a comment on his video, with the name of the channel, Frosted Mayhem Gaming.
Yeah, because we don't like advertising on other people's channels, but we're trying to actually get in contact with him.
Yeah, we actually do really want to get in contact with this person because, as she said, this is the person who does this. Oh, why am I not seeing these stupid YouTubes?
Comments on chat. I have no idea. I'm checking it in here. Ha!
Okay.
Okay. That viewer's me.
Yeah. No, I got it. All right. So I can see YouTube comments now. We will see if. Go back to him. I don't need you on here. I got it now. Go back to his video. And try to get in contact with him. So we are trying to get into contact with him. We are trying to see if we can't work things out. And hopefully we will have options on this very soon. So, yeah. And as you can see, we do have 2 more eggs in the nest box. Now, these have been laid since the male was here and since the female is here, which is what I did last time to produce the baby dragon, which means theoretically in 4 months, because I looked up the old DwarfFortress for before the Steam release, and it said that it took 4 months for a dragon to hatch. And so I did let it sit for 4 months after there was both a male and a female dragon, and it produced an egg. So it does appear that that rumor is still true, or not that rumor, but that fact is still accurate. That it takes 4 months of gestation for a dragon to hatch. Alrighty. So I guess I need to get my military going. If we can get in contact with him, we will stick around for a while. We will try to get in contact with him to see if there is, something we can do. Some way we can some way we can actually, prove ability that this is the original.
Yeah, we can send a save file.
Yeah.
I think that's what I'm...
So I am going to select military, and I'm going to have them start training, because I do have a training area. I do have some weapons for training. So hopefully things will work out.
The other option is he reported the comment. The other option is he reported the comment. Don't feel really bad about.
Do you think you would?
I don't think so. I've kind of talked with him before, but I'm not trying to necessarily advertise my channel. I'm trying to say, hey, we've done a thing.
Yeah, like, hey, here's first proof of dragon availability and breeding. It's not just some kind of ploy, really.
Yeah, no,
But either way, this is monumentally cool. Because I still believe that this will be the first recorded case of a dragon, a natural dragon being born. So this still is cool.
and there should be a dragon about every 4 to 6 months, because she currently has 2 eggs in the nest box.
Mm-hmm. You can have anywhere from 2 to 3 eggs that I've seen. From or 1 to 3 eggs.
That actually means she's pretty prolific.
So it is officially time to make a better dragon training area. Because I thought about it and I was thinking about making a dragon area, and that's why I cleaned this area out up here.
All of that's for the dragons.
All of this is for the dragons. So
also, somebody slipped into a depression, which may mean they die.
Yeah. So we are going to smooth the floors. Because basically I want our dragons to be fairly happy. And I'm going to add floors to the sections that are not currently floors. Alrighty. We have dragons. Like I said, we did not really expect, well, dragons to honestly work. We were hoping they would. We wanted them to work. We wanted to have the possibility of dragons in the fortress. But at the exact same time, we knew that there was probably a good chance that it wasn't going to. Because you're looking at, you know, actually having to breed them and, you know, be able to keep them happy and not wanting them to murder you. So there is a lot that is required for dragons, and it just worked. I'm very surprised that it worked at all. But it appears to have, and I'm gonna hope that continues. Oh, where are nest boxes at? Stonecrafters? Apparently not. They're not in the carpenter or the stormcrafter. Where's the nest boxes?
Craft Dwarf.
I was just here.
You have to go to like Stone or unfortunately.
Ah, that's okay. We are going to start making some nest boxes. Because, well, hopefully we get more. I want too many dragons to be a problem.
Definitely.
Any word from that guy?
No. Honestly, he may not answer tonight because he might be a little confused about what happened to the original comment. In which case, I am very sorry.
And shouldn't have. He shouldn't have a problem with what you said.
No. I think YouTube deleted it.
Yeah. But either way, this is first case of successful dragon breeding, I believe.
I think so.
In the Steam release of DwarfFortress. If, you know, if he has a problem with it, if we announce it on his channel and he's not happy with that, there's a lot of things that we understand. If we, you know, if we move too fast and we play the wrong card, we're sorry for that. But at the same time, the honesty of it is we were just excited that it happened, and may have been a little bit disrespectful if we were, but still, that was just an accident. It wasn't meant as harmful, and anyone out there should understand that.
Yeah. If that did happen, we are like super duper actually sorry.
Yeah, we were
I'm
just
kind of sitting here, kind of having anxiety about that.
we were just trying to announce that, you know, dragons had been found, so that the community of Dwarf Fortress could go on and start building dragon fortresses and having dragons in their fort and having fun with it. Not just to get us, you know, channel gain, but so that people can have fun with dragons in their fort. Would I love, you know, for this to be the start of a, you know, a massive channel because we were the first to get dragons? Obviously. But that's every single YouTuber's want. That's not.
Yeah.
That's not, you know, singular. So I'm not going to blame myself for, you know, just wanting what YouTubers want. You want your channel to work out, so do I. I'd really like my broker to show up at the depot. There we are. So we are going to sell some stuff. That is a lot of uncut gems. I'd really like to not sell my uncuts because the price goes way up for just cutting them. Things good so far. I can sell a couple of backpacks. I'm not too worried. And shirts, I'm not too worried about that. Again, I'm going to keep the rough gems because they're not worth that much uncut. And it's just not worth selling 70,000, uncut gems for the price, for, the price of 5 to 15, maybe even 20 regular cut gems. When I can just go through and, click a couple buttons and have the gems properly priced and ready with very little effort. Alright, so now that we have established that, just click the wrong stupid button. That was great, thank you. Mark all. And we're just going to skip some of this. Alright, so we are getting some interesting things. I do not need these cages. Barrels, buckets, I'll take. Swords, breastplate, shoes, clothes. Chest, arrows. Do not need rings, earrings, bracelets. I will take the seeds and the fruit. Splints, crutches. I'll even take the altars and the instrument parts. Alright, we're gonna put all of this back on. We're gonna take that crate off and our bin off of the sell list, and we're gonna add some gems on until we hit the happy limit for the elves here. I don't usually like trading with elves. In fact, I really don't. But trading is trading, You gotta make money somehow, so there you go. It's only a 30 profit, and I basically took anything and everything that they had, so. He is unwilling to trade, right? Right. Turkey bones. I am going to register the dragons as pet class. So maybe someone will adopt dragon. They didn't when I had them available earlier. No one adopted a dragon. And no dragons adopted any people. But theoretically, it is possible. It can happen, I think. But I don't know. If it can't, we may be the first people to find out. So, yeah. This fortress will officially be the first Dragon Fortress of the Steam release of what? Of Dwarf Fortress. And we will be using dragons for combat and for, you know, pets. As much as we can, we will have dragons a part of this fortress. I basically plan to make this a dragon fort. Anybody and everybody that is anyone in the fort may very well have a pet dragon. I'm just leaving the stream on. I was going to get off, but then we tried to get in contact with the other YouTuber, and we're waiting on that. So I am going to wait until hopefully the second set of eggs hatch. And when they hatch, I will probably end the stream for tonight, because I have a lot of things to do. I have a lot of places to go. I can't necessarily be on here for a long time just due to life's time constraints, but I do want to get things confirmed and just make sure that everything is, you know, done right.
Honestly, I can work on that more tomorrow. It is late. It's late where he is.
Yeah, we don't want to.
He's in Canada.
Oh yeah, we don't want to bother him either. We don't want to be a nuisance.
I'll probably talk to the Dwarf Fortress, the Dwarf Fortress Discord.
Yeah.
And talk to the moderators and see if we can get an announcement.
Yeah, we will have as much, you know, as much announcement as there should be for this kind of thing. You know, because this is a very probably, and I very probably a new discovery for Dwarf Fortress.
Really, the place to put it would be the Bay 12 forums. But just don't feel the need to do that right this very minute.
So we will be announcing everything and working on things. Anyone that sees this, feel free to spread the word around that, you know, dragons are possible.
It's not just rocks anymore.
Not just rocks anymore. We can have dragons. And there's 2 more eggs on the way. It is mid-spring, so it's going to be another 2-3 months before these are trained, before these are hatching, or even think about hatching, honestly. I'm going to save and continue playing right here. One issue I did have with the dragons when I first got them, when I first got the first female, before the male ever showed up, was I had put the female as a pet to someone. I actually put her as a pet to the dragon trainer. And when I did this, she walked around the fortress. And that was fine. Everything was all right with that. But the problem came when she, like, found somebody or met somebody in the fortress and she started melting people. I'm not really sure why.
Yeah, sometimes they get stressed.
I'm not really sure why, what happened. She wasn't attacking. It wasn't like a full force attack of anybody. So I am going to assign, I just saved and I am going to assign these dragons to Swaggart, the dragon trainer. This is just as a test to see if by assigning them.
Do just the baby, because the adults can slowly be less trained.
No, it's a little late for that.
Mm.
I've already assigned them. And you can't really unassign them, is one of the problems with these things. Unfortunately, once you assign something a owner, they don't ever unassign. So we're going to go and assign the baby as well. I can't assign the baby as well. It has a trainer, so we still are a trainer under there. It is available as a pet, but I cannot assign it as a pet, as you can with some other animals. Up here, as you can see, you can have this one tag along, or you can assign a trainer, or you can toggle the ability for it to be a pet or whatnot. But I am unable to do that with the baby dragon. The animals have become stray cats. I think I am going to as well suspend dispatcher for the time being and allow them to go off of it. And immediately someone's dead. Hammer door. Ah, I see what's happening. Your dragons have a wee problem with military. That's one of the things, and I was pretty sure that was what was happening. Is dragons have a problem with military. You're supposed to keep your dragon and things in separate areas away from the military. So I'm pretty sure what just happened was they went immediately towards where Swaggart was, and the moment they that they ran into a military person, yeah, they will reduce it to ash. So I'm going to quit without saving because I just saved the file so that in case it melted everyone. And then we are going to come back into Dragon Eggs. And I'm going to try this without having them near military. I'm going to take the military off of duty. And see if I can't assign them. When there's no military around, there's no armored dwarves. Because I think that there is somewhere in their description that says that they have problems with military units. And I am going to see if I can do the baby, assign the baby. I cannot assign the baby an owner. I can assign the male dragon. I might just assign the male dragon. Actually, I might assign both of them. Really, this is kind of a testing process to see, kind of what you can get away with, because as I wasn't able to find a lot of information about this, I'm not really sure what is going to happen when you suddenly start interacting with dwarves. Yep, they immediately melted him again. So this might be why there might have been someone that found it before us, and they just didn't do anything with it because they couldn't get the dragons not to murder everyone. There might not be a safe way to hold them in your fort along with everyone else. I am going to work on one more thing. I have one more idea on this. I'm going to assign a new burrow for Swaggart here, our dragon trainer, and get him to come down here, so that I have a controlled environment to introduce the dragons to Swaggart. That way, I can control a little bit of what happens. I know I'm not going to be able to get everything quite perfect, but with this, I might be able to control it just a little bit better. So I am going to put Swagger down here and leave the burrow on. He should make his way down relatively quickly. Into the burrow somewhat quickly, and when he does that, it shouldn't be a problem. I am going to make sure that he's not in either of our military groups, and it does not look like he is. And I am going to turn the military groups off for the time being. I do like them training, but at the exact same time, I do kind of want to really focus on the dragons and their ability to exist in the fortress without a problem. So as you can see, he does go into that room. I'm gonna narrow the burrow down to just the dragon pen for the time being. Because again, this is really just a test to see. Okay. This really is just a test to see how they react to Swaggart, and it very much looks like they're fine. They're walking around him. They're almost just kind of hanging out with him. They really do walk around with him when he's in the room there. It is unfortunate that I can't really tell what the dragons are thinking. But now I'm going to suspend the pasture temporarily and just let them be. It looks like the baby has gone off first. So while this happens, I'm going to watch the baby go around, see what happens. So the baby is up in here, and it doesn't look like anything's happening right off the bat. And is this the male or the female dragon? This is the male dragon. He immediately burned something. I think it's the animals. I think they're actively going after the animals. Lennox. Hey, bud. Thank you for popping into the fortress again. Glad to see you. We have interesting news, Lennox. Interesting news. I don't know if you saw the screen just now, but that was a dragon. But that was not just any dragon. That was not just a dragony dragon. I am testing the game by quick saving. I know some people might not think that that's the greatest to do, but I am just trying to play it safe so that I can keep this save file clean. Because if you look right here, Lennox, if you see that right there, oh no, I don't want to kill the dragons. Because if you look right here, that is a stray hatchling. We have confirmed that you can indeed breed dragons and produce babies. This is unmodded. There is no mods affecting spawn rates or anything, but this is a female and this is a male dragon. And this is a baby. So this is confirmed that in unmodded Steam released DwarfFortress, you can breed and produce dragons. So that's why I'm being so careful with this save file. Isn't because I don't think that my 160 dwarves might be able to kill one of them. It's because this is a breeding pair. I'm keeping that breeding pair ready for making this a dragon fortress. So there is no witchcraft. There is nothing on this. It is completely randomized. They spawned naturally, just like titans. As you can see over here, this is a titan. This is a hill titan and a glacier titan. And I got an Etten right here. And then over here was a scorpion corpse. So this is just a fortress that gets attacked by monsters, by titans and things, and 2 dragons summon. But cage traps. Dragons can be caught. Mega Beast and dragons can be caught in cage traps. So they walked in that door and got caught in a cage trap. They got moved up here. In fact, that is the cage right there. And then they got trained by one of my animal trainers, Swaggard. I named him after one of the people in this channel. So he's Swagger the Dragon Tamer. And then they got put down here in this little pasture area that I have set up. And they're actually just a breeding pair of dragons. And as you can see on the baby, it came out as a trained dragon the moment it hatched. That's when I started the stream an hour ago. We are trying to get in contact with, like, you know, the Blind IRL. He's another streamer that does kind of news for the Steam release of Dwarf Fortress. We're trying to get in contact with him about making like an official announcement, but as far as I can tell, there is no information. I looked it up when I got the mail. I couldn't find any information about whether these were breedable or not. So this might possibly be the first dwarf Steam release version Dwarf Fort with breeding dragons in it. I might actually have the first pair of breeding dragons in the Steam release. Which is really cool. Just saying. I don't know about the rest of you, but it's really cool. I'm happy. So as you can see, there is this big area here that is currently being flattened and cleared and prepared. This is going to be the dragon area. I'm going to make this a full dragon fortress. And this area here is going to be for breeding and training dragons. Yeah, no matter whether this is the first fortress or not, it really is cool just to know that it's possible. It is possible to breed dragons, and that is, honestly, that's just super cool, I think. And yeah, I'm not trying to get any, like, you know, favor or anything, but I am a YouTuber. I am trying to make, you know, work out of this. So, of course, I'm a little excited by the possibility that I am the first fortress, because when YouTubers discover a new thing, the first person to discover it kind of gets a little bit of recognition for being the discovering channel. And, you know, I'm a small channel. That's very useful. It's very good and useful for a new channel. As you know, as bad as it can sound, it's still very useful for a new channel. But either way, it's still really cool to think that, if nothing else, I have a fortress with dragons in it. I'm going full hiccup on this thing. I mean, I'm there will be dragons. There will be as many dragons as I can possibly have. You know, as many as I can breed. I will have all the dragons. But yeah, it's just really cool to think about. The getting to breed dragons, getting to do this. It takes Dwarf Fortress, or at least my limited experience of what Dwarf Fortress is. It went from, oh, this is this kind of neat thing that's possibly gonna happen, and it took it to this neat game that's pretty cool, but it doesn't have a lot of fantasy. It's just building a fortress, and went to you know oh well, this is a fantasy war game that has titans and things, and you build your army and build your fortress and breed dragons in your fort, and breed unicorns and things. I don't know if unicorns are possible, but you read all this stuff, and then you use dragons to defend your fortress. That is just the coolest thing that I can think of, honestly. So even if there nothing comes out of this, it's still for me just really cool. It makes the game way more, you know, epic to think about the fact that there are dragons here. You can have, you know, large scale dragons. And I don't know how I'm going to get them out of this room, because all attempts to get them out of this room so far have ended in the death of several people. So, uh, we're gonna look into that. So how are you doing, Cap? I mean, how's it going? 'Cause that's what's going on with me. I have a lot of stuff to do tomorrow. I probably won't be on here for too much longer. But other than that, I don't have a lot going on. So how's it going, Captain? As you can see, I'm just trying to assign, the last couple of people some bedrooms, because I just there just is some people without bedrooms. They appear to be mostly dwarven children. I don't know if dwarven children don't claim bedrooms, or all in all, this is quite the cool little place of, you know, it's quite cool to think about the amount of stuff that's now available to me because of there being dwarves. I mean, there being dragons. I am very tired. I will be eating off here fairly soon. I am just piddling and, making myself busy for hopefully long enough to stick around and let the next round of eggs hatch. I'm hoping that they will hatch here in a sec, and when they hatch, I will be going to bed. But Ryder's in there doing his job, it looks like. The tame quality of the little one has gone down again, I think. Or no, it might have gone up. I don't know. I don't know exactly which one it is. I will have to look that up when I get off today. I am going to unauthorize these two as pets. And this one is a pet. No, I'm not. That is domesticated. That says domesticated. That dragon is fully domestic. Yeah. He is a fully domestic dragon. I do have a very odd little question here. On something that I saw on that press little screen. I do believe that said something about no quarters on the dragon. Okay. You can't actually give them quarters. But yeah, it looks like it looks like they have that one says tame right there. I'm assuming that means that they are fully tamed. So it is now Felsight. So it has been. It is now the 5th of Felsight, which means it has been another month. I am going to stay here just long enough to see if these eggs hatch. That's all I'm waiting for, is to see if the eggs will hatch another dragon. I want to see if we can if for some reason there was a fluke, if some reason there was a accident that caused dragon breeding to be possible, or if it is a constantly repeatable action. I don't think there should be anything that would cause it to work once and not, the next 500 times. It should, either work or not work. But I do want to check it. And so I'm just going to sit and wait for a minute and see what it does. See if it really is fully ready for dragons. Why do I not have any ballista ammunition? Any. Need log. Are we out of logs? We're out of logs. Gonna go ahead and crack open the menu and start telling it to job logs. Because I need wood for the fortress. Eleventh of fail site. It does indeed have relations, so it has stray hatchling, tame only son. And it's the only relation these dragons have is she is bonded to Swaggart, but also has a son, but he is not. The male dragon is a little bit more untrained than the female is, but not so badly that I think I'll have a problem with rampant escapism or something like that. I think it'll be fine. It may or may not be. I do not know. But I think it will be okay. We really will have to see, though. Now, something I do want to do is make a hatch cover. A good one if I can. Floodgate, great. Castle, statue, throw. Weapons rack. Hatch cover. That is a good few nest boxes. I just wanted a couple so that I didn't have to worry about it too much. What I would like to do, this is a magma smelter. It should have gold almost on it always. Yeah, alright, so this is brewing up a storm in here. I'm going to make another object, and then I am going to go down here to gold. I'm going to make a gold. Somewhere down here, I'm pretty sure it exists. A gold nest box. Why? Alright, so I need a 1 gold bar. Have we no gold? Alright, let's go look at gold. I have 73 gold bars. I have plenty of gold bars. I have plenty. I have plenty of gold bars here. There should be no problem. There's a gold bar. Let's just try it on a different. Let's just try it on a different thing. Another object. Try silver. And then we'll try gold. We do need to double check that my pasture out here has all of the animals that need to be grazed, because if they don't, there is nowhere in the fortress that they can graze and they will die, and I don't really want that. So I just have to make sure that we have all of our alpacas and that kind of thing. Stray lamb, baby llama, and goats, and reindeer calf. All of these would not be okay with being inside. Oh. Okay. 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 Hold on. Hold on. Hold a moment. Tell me that I'm reading this wrong, because That in itself, right here, is its own impossibility. I don't know if you're still there, Lanix, but not only does another egg of a dragon hatch, but twins. Twins hatch. Twin dragons. So we now have another male, and somewhere here there's a daughter that's up there. They will be brought back at some point. I need to go ahead over to livestock and put trainer for them. But not only did another dragon egg just hatch, not only did we just now have more dragons, but apparently dragons can hatch as twins. Which was not something I knew about. I did not know that they could hatch as twins. I did not know that things hatched as twins in this game. Again, I don't have just a whole lot of experience, but they hatched as Europe twins. I am hoping that that other egg hatches now, because it should hatch pretty soon. I think they were laid roughly the same time. But yes, we indeed do have twin dragons. Bringing our total number of dragons up to 5. And as soon as this next egg right here hatches, we will be up to 6 dragons. So we do have a trained male, a trained female, and a completely tame male dragon, as well as the 2 adults, because those are just the child-sized dragons. That does not include the larger dragons at all. So yeah, we do indeed have. I believe I will try and get names for all of the dragons. And when I do, I will be coming up. I will be giving out names. One, to a lot of fans and to a lot of people who have stuck around the channel and a lot of people who come into the channel. I will be giving out names for dragons. And then at the same time, I will also be naming a couple of dragons, you know, on old history and things, old Lorban has collected a metal forge. I will be naming the dragon some other things. Just the ones that hatch here. I will not be. I actually think the part of that we are missing is logs. Do I have anyone under the laborers tab that is working as a woodcutter? Yes, I do. I will go ahead and tell them to go prioritize woodcutting for the time being. So we still have that one dragon egg. It is still, it's now the third of hematite. And we still have another dragon egg there. So all three are now in this little room here. We do have 3 baby dragons at this time. We now have 3 dragons. So I will be saving right here, and I do believe I will be getting off because I'm happy with the announcement that we do have dragons. And I am happy to see that it is repeatable. You can indeed continuously breed dragons. It was not somehow a one-time mishap. And not only that, our second set of our second egg from dragons managed to spawn twins. Which is, I don't know, that seems even cooler. So yeah, here we go. When I come back next, we will be setting up a military to get ready, and we will be breeding, training, and doing a lot more with dragons. So thank you for anyone who came out. Thank you for Lanix7 who dropped into the chat, and everyone